Alrighty, welcome back to Mildly Infuriating. I thought I'd start the week off on a low note, because, you know, it can only go up from there, right? Unless, of course, the next subreddit I do is A-hole design. We'll have to wait and see. We'll start off with number 19. Bully people into donating, or your minimum wage Burger King job is gone. All cashiers must sell 25 shamrocks per shift. This is a part of your job. Failure to ask for donations, you will be written up. This comes from me and upper management. Double exclamation point to drive the point home. I'm glad you're so enthusiastic about the charity component. I'm assuming the shamrocks are like a charity thing, but I don't know, I'll tell you, worked with a lot of charities on the board of one called Game Changer, and I think that you do a lot better with positive reinforcement. So maybe something along the lines of, if you sell 25 shamrocks in a shift, you'll get like a $10 gift card, rather than you're gonna get fired if you don't get other people to donate. Maybe that's the approach I should take for future charity streams. Hey guys, if you don't donate to my charity stream right this second, I'm not gonna stream or make videos for a month. This $200 US textbook is just a printout of the online version, complete with useless hyperlinks and video thumbnails. That's good. What was the subreddit we just saw this on, where there was a video with a play button in a textbook? This must be becoming more and more of a common thing, and I'm sure you're still paying, what, $150 for it? I mean, textbooks were like $75 when I was in school, and that was 9 years ago. And I'm sure they've only gone up a lot since then. For information that you could probably mostly find online, just not in one as neatly organized place. Yeah, glad I only dealt with that for a year. Okay, what the hell? Yeah, just paint it the same color as the wall so it blends in real nicely, just so you stub your toe on it every time you try to squeeze by that chair. You think you've got a little bit more room, and then you just smash your foot onto that thing. Look at all this. I bet that chipping right there is from toes. Just imagine if that much damage has been done to the block itself, how much has been ruined of toes that have tried to go by this. Ouch. Or like lower shins. Ugh. Brings me back to getting hit in the shins by my skateboard growing up. Few things worse than that sensation. Let me tell you, if you've never been hit in the shin by a skateboard, it's not fun. It's real not fun. The fact that you can dislike a YouTube comment, but it doesn't say how many dislikes there are. Okay. It's an interesting thing, right? Because I guess if you dislike a YouTube comment, it subtracts from the like score, but you can't go negative. So that's what it does. I'm pretty sure that the amount of likes on a comment it's the sum of likes and dislikes, except it doesn't show how many dislikes have actually happened. But I actually don't know for sure, even as someone who's been around on YouTube for a long time, if it actually subtracts from the total of number of likes when you do a dislike. I honestly have no idea after all these years. I've never really thought about it all that much, but yeah, come to think of it, I'm not sure if dislikes do anything on comments. We need to run a test here of like finding a comment that has a couple of likes and then you hit dislike. Can it go down? I'm not sure, but it can never go to negative. It's supposed to Reddit where it can go negative. And in the dislike bar in the video, it will show. Anyway, I don't know how that works. Yeah, it is kind of a weird tactic when you think about it. Huh. This warning every time you turn up the volume on Samsung. Listening at a high volume for a long time may damage your hearing. Tap OK to allow the volume to be increased above safe levels. But if you guys are that worried, like why do you even allow the volume to go that high anyway? And what do you designate as unsafe? Because there's so many variables when it comes to listening. You could just like, it could be plugged into an auxiliary cable, and therefore there could be independent volume control on whatever it's going into. So like that doesn't make any sense at all. I wonder if this is a particular version of Android or a particular phone, or anyone out there who uses Android, you let me know. Like, is this a normal, or on Samsung, I should say. Is this, like, you can't get around this? Thanks, guys. I guess they're covering their asses for future lawsuits when inevitably, like, 20 years down the road after this generation grows up that have just listened to music on headphones for their entire lives is like, oh, why don't I have hearing anymore? Better be litigious about it. They're like, no. We put the warning. We're not liable. It's their fault. As if it wouldn't be the person's fault who's listening to begin with. Having screenshot saved in a screenshot. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you not, moving that off the screen or putting in some kind of coding to make it so that part's ignored from the screenshot. When I take a screenshot, you just, wait until after the screenshot's taken to then display, hey, it's been saved. That seems like a really big flaw. Does that happen in every single screenshot on PlayStation? I've never taken a screenshot in PlayStation, so I have no idea, but that really seems like something they should fix. It's a bit software gore-esque, if you ask me, or maybe they're just, wanting to advertise themselves with every screenshot that's shared. You don't want their advertisement in your screenshot? Well, you're gonna have to Photoshop it out. And fill in those pixels yourself. Do your best. You're not getting out of this that easy. People who do this on YouTube. 2019 kids, Eminem can't rap fast anymore because he's old. Eminem, hold my beer at 446. Thanks for all the likes, guys. I really appreciate it. This is validating my EP. Can you please keep liking? I don't get anything physical out of this other than more people to notice my YouTube account, where my next comment is going to be, wow, I really enjoy your videos so much. Jordan, I'm also making YouTube videos, and I'm hoping that I can reach 1,000 subscribers without posting any videos. It's going to be a crazy accomplishment, never before done on YouTube. By the way, Jordan, did I mention how much I like your videos? I bet you'll like mine too if you just come over to my channel and you like this comment so that it goes to the top. Jordan, your videos are so great. I've watched all of them every single day, and my videos are going to be great, just like yours when I start posting them after I hit 1,000 subscribers. So make sure you come over and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, guys, for liking this comment. I appreciate it. This was on the official Snapchat Oddly Satisfying story. As an artist, this is the most disgustingly unsatisfying thing I've ever seen. But how is this remotely oddly satisfying? I'm so confused. I'm pretty sure someone hacked into the Oddly Satisfying official Snapchat story, which I didn't know was a thing until just now. But, or they just got fired. They're like, ah, damn, I just got fired. Wait, they didn't revoke my login to the account? All right, I'm just going to troll in the most innocuous way possible by posting infuriating videos on the Oddly Satisfying story, which I used to work in curating, but now I was fired, so I'm gonna ruin it for everybody. The most innocent form of retribution to get back for being fired. Back pain remedy on the bottom shelf. The thing is, if you're someone who stocks the shelves, you're probably just not really thinking about anything other than, I just want to get these products off the cart and onto the shelf. You probably don't put yourself in the position of the person who has the back pain. Products from point A to point B, wherever is open, wherever I've been told, I'm just gonna do it. That's it. I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm with the employee who's doing this because they're probably just wanting to get it done. People who keep editing their comment to say thank you. Wait, again? Is this becoming more and more of a thing? I swear to God. I thought maybe this was going to be the Reddit version, which sometimes happens too. I always find it great on any platform. It happens everywhere. On Twitter, it's always like, oh, wow, this tweet blew up more than I expected. Make sure you check out my SoundCloud. Or on Reddit, oh, thanks, kind stranger, for the gold. And then I guess on YouTube, it's like, wow, I'm getting so many likes on my comment. Can we smash the likes on my comment and not the video? Can we smash 100,000 likes on my comment? Make sure you smash that like button, though, on my comment that I'll leave below this video, if I remember. Make sure it's the most highly upvoted comment in the history of YouTube. If I remember, I'll put a comment in, I'll pin it to the top, so it'll always be at the top because I can cheat as the uploader of this video. Make sure you smash that like button, and then if I can be bothered, which I probably won't, I'll make sure to keep on editing it. Be like, well, thank you guys so much for all the likes. I appreciate you liking this comment instead of liking the video, which actually does do good things for the video. So thanks, guys. 87 should be on the left. I know this is a ploy to get me to accidentally choose 89. 89, 87, 90. Who puts it out of order? What the heck? I've never seen that before. And also, I've never seen it go from 87 to 89 to then 93. It skips 4? Why do you guys get quality gasoline? I want quality gasoline, but in California, it's like near impossible to find anything above 91, which I know is at least acceptable in my cars, even though in almost every car I've owned, it's like 93 octane recommended. I'm like, well, California doesn't have that, so guess I'll do 91. Who the heck does it out of order? That's the dumbest thing. I would be questioning that at that point. I'd be like, is that actually 87 or is that 89? Like, did they just mess up on putting the physical button in the wrong spot, but when I press it, it's actually activating 89? I'm so confused. I would question everything and just go with the 93 at that point, honestly. 75% required to pass this practice exam. Failed. 75% required. You got 76. I don't know, maybe they're just trying to tell you to strive for an A. Like, we're telling you that 75% is required, but really, we'd like it if you did better. So just try again. You'll feel better about yourself if you get, I don't know, at least an 80% or better. We know what we said, but we want you to be proud of yourself, and we just feel like a 76%. You're not going to be proud. Just imagine if they were launching a shuttle and they were 24% off of the moon or Mars. Like, it's a long ways away when you get to those scales. So just, you wouldn't be happy about that, would you? Like, if you launched a rocket and it ended up like in the sun instead of the moon, you'd be like, ah, damn, I messed that one up. So, you just want to be more on the money there. Giving the side eye. Excuse me, what the fork? Why are your brake lights like that? It's like my Minecraft skin in car form. Fantastic. I'm always giving the side eye to everyone else as well when I'm playing Minecraft. In fact, I never know what I'm looking at for sure. I'm always just elsewhere. Did you are both brake lights out? That one and that one just coincidentally? It must be that way. Yeah. Huh. Fair enough. I couldn't get my grass to grow, so I replaced it with a rock bed. And 6 months later, and now the grass is growing better than ever. When you say better than ever, you have very low standards for your grass growth, but but sure thing. It's not a lot of grass, but maybe you had like 0 before. The top comment says, so you likely had moisture issues and the rocks are keeping the seeds damp enough to germinate right now. So it turns out there is a scientific reason for why this might be happening, and it's logical. Wife doesn't pay attention to what we already have when buying groceries. Come on, everyone does this every now and again. It's no problem though, right? Okay. Here's the problem is, why are you simultaneously using 4 different things of toothpaste, okay? It's one thing to accidentally buy something when you have extra of it, cool. You end up having a higher stock. But who doesn't realize that they've already started on a toothpaste tube, and then they start using the next one, and then they don't realize they've been using 2, and then they start using the next one. Then they don't realize they were already using 3 different tubes of toothpaste, and they get a 4th. That's the only one that's really frustrating me here because it doesn't make any sense. This one, okay, cool. You're gonna use the one on the left as soon as you get done with the one on the right. This is still sealed. This, you're using both at the same time. That's cool. This I can't really tell. So there's that. How do you use 4 rolls of toothpaste at the same time? Rolls, tubes, whatever. She doesn't eat the part of the fry her fingers touched. Huh. Yeah, that's weird. That's a little strange. I wonder if this person gets sick quite often. Because if they're like that germophobic, they're probably doing everything in their power and never expose themselves to anything at all. I'm surprised they're not inside of a plastic bubble. In fact, they might be. Your immune system is going to get hit by something and get shocked because you're not like, I don't know, you don't have to go and eat dirt. But I think that normal exposure to various, the world and stuff actually helps build immune system to a certain extent, or maybe that's just when you're younger and it kind of stops working when you're older. I should be talking as the person who spends most all day inside of their room at home, the lack of vitamin D exposure. So there's a certain degree of irony in having this come from me, but it's kind of weird. What do you do when you're eating the hamburger? Do you use a fork and knife, I guess, maybe? Yeah, that's an option there. Or you just like make sure you only hold it by a very small spot. You get to that and you're like, can't finish that. Person who's never eaten the crust of a pizza before, unless they eat that with a fork and knife. I guess your solution here is just to eat fries with a fork and knife as well. People might judge you, but probably less than this. Erasers like these. How does that happen? Because it must be like an old pencil or something. Because this is what would be the case whenever I grab a pencil out of a jar, I don't know, my grandma's house or something, and I try to erase with the eraser on it, and it just smudges all over the paper. I'm like, how does the eraser even reach this point? How many years has this had to oxidize to where it just doesn't erase anymore? Because this is some next level stuff. You never buy a new pencil from the store with a completely non-functional eraser. At one point this worked. Like, has this been sitting out for 20 years? Because I guess I understand it at that point, but it's so frustrating. It's always the pencil that you grab from the random jar, and it's just, I guess it's been there for 20 years. Number 1, this is what grinds my gears. White, black, Asian, gay, straight. Person who originally made this format and didn't capitalize the I's. I didn't even notice it the first time through. Why did they actually do that? It doesn't make any sense. They were probably just trolling. I think I just auto-filled it as just a line all the way up and down. I didn't even see that there was a dot there, just kind of glancing at it. You just ruined it by drawing attention to the fact that that's like it. I can't believe you. I've actually not seen this meme format before, but now I already am frustrated by it. Huh. Okay. Anyway, that's it for the last month of Mildly Infuriating. I hope you've been infuriated. Make sure to like if you didn't like, subscribe if you're not already, check out the playlist in the description if you want to catch more of these videos, and yeah, or just watch all the videos on the channel. Listen to the music in the background by checking out the link in the description or the outro. I'll see you next time.